Hello, and welcome to Quincy in Focus, Quincy Access Television's monthly news magazine. I'm Kim Merrifield, a member here at QATV, and your host for this month's edition. The last month of summer brought us long, sunny days, cool evenings, and of course, plenty of fun-filled and community-focused events. It was a time full of music, meaning, and remembrance for many folks throughout the city. For our first segment, we'll take a look at an event that combined all three of those themes into one ceremony, honoring one of Quincy's most storied venues with a commemorative plaque in the place where the beloved and bustling location once stood.
But today, we're here to celebrate the history of the site and unveil 5 new monuments paying tribute to Jimi McGettrick's love and commitment to live music. We're also here to recognize Joe Kynagos and the Kynagos family, the incredible array of musicians that played in the Story Club, and all of you, the larger Beachcomber family.
One of my favorite people, when you first walked into this door every Friday and Saturday night, you saw an incredible bouncer, friend, police officer, and a veteran who tragically lost his life, Sergeant Mike Chesna. His family, Mimi, his mom is here, so we want to recognize her as well. So without further ado, Mr. Joe Kynagos, we're going to give him the mic.
I don't know if any of you remember, I'm just going to say his name, a singer, a black man, one of the most famous.
Louis Armstrong.
Louis Armstrong. Well, he worked here one night, he did 2 shows. And after the first show, people would come up to me and give me $5, $2, whatever, to get on and get his autograph. So I went downstairs and he did 2 shows. And after the first show, he would get on, change his shirt, put a clean shirt on for the second. So I knocked on the door, come in, I went in, he was changing shirts. And he had his shirt off and he had a chain with all kinds of medals hanging down. And I was looking at him and he caught me and he said, "Son, what are you looking at?" I said, "Mr. Armstrong, I'm looking at your medals. You have a Catholic medal, you have a Jewish medal, you've got medals. I don't know what religion they cover." I said, "What religion would you be?" And he looked at me and he smiled and he said, "Son, when it comes my time, I want to cover all bases."
I'd like the families to come around, both the McGettricks and the Kynagos family. So we want to make sure we, before we do this, for the photo opportunity. And on behalf of Mayor Koch, Commissioner Murphy, Ryan Ackerman, I want to say thank you all for being here, and now it's time to unveil these beautiful stones.
You gotta grab the cloth and go back to front. Go back to front. The other back. All right? Let's go.
Now there are 5 other monuments
Thank
in
you,
the
everyone.
park.
Stay cool and enjoy your beautiful park.
The Dropkick Murphys shipped off to Quincy this time for a special free-to-attend concert, which was held right in the middle of Hancock Street, and QATV had a front row seat to the nationally known rock band with local roots. Here are some of the standout moments from that performance.
Here we go! you tied just right. No church, no bar, and no museum will ever make this right. As we kneel before the statue, Virgin Mary, lift me up. We'll say your name 10 times, but it just won't be enough. As we kneel before the statue, Virgin Mary, lift me up. We'll say your name 10 times, but it just won't be enough. It's never enough. Come on, Lord, I feel nothing right. Where once we walked, a small free birds fly. Our love was on the wing. We had dreams and songs to sing. It's so lonely round the fields of lemon rye. By a long prison wall, hurling your call. And nothing matters, Mary, when you're free. Against the famine and the crowd, hire a bell that can't be down. And now you must raise our children with dignity. Lonely, the fields of Athenry, where once we watched the small free birds fly. Our love was on the way. We had dreams and songs to sing. So lonely round the fields of Athenry.
Speaking of performances, the Ruth Gordon Amphitheater hosted a number of acts this summer, including local blues-inspired group the Fat City Band and the eclectic ensemble known as Booty Vortex. Here are some highlights from their performances.
No doubt about it, this time we're done. Made up my mind, gonna turn and run. It's time. Oh, it's time. No doubt about it, this time it's bye-bye. Now I had my fill, now I don't care. What we've got is beyond repair. It's time. Oh, it's time. Beyond repair, this time it's bye-bye. 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 So long. So long. Bye-bye. No doubt about it, this time it's bye-bye.
Save the world. We're giving love and a family does. We are family. I got my sister with me. We are family. Get up, everybody, and say, we are family. I got my sister with me. We are family. Get up, everybody, and say, living life is fun and we just begun to get our share of this world. High up to heaven for the future and our goals inside. We know we don't get depressed. Here's what we call our golden rule. Have faith in you and the things you do. You're on the road. This is our family joy. We are family. I got all my sister with me. We are family. Get up, everybody, and say.
There's more music where that came from. Down on Wollaston Beach, a number of other local bands took to the stage as part of the Wally Beach Wednesdays concert series. The featured performers covered a full spectrum of music genres, everything from rock and roll to reggae-inspired renditions of popular tunes. Let's hear a snippet or two from some of those acts.
Said that you could have never tried. At sexy funky, me funky. Me see say that you want me. No matter where your man say, me know say that you have to get together one day. At sexy funky, me funky. Me see say that you want me. No matter where your man say, me know say that you have to get together one day. Oh, go. Man,
Just around the corner in Marina Bay was the Maritime Festival, which celebrated Quincy's historical harbor, the grand reopening of the Quincy-Winthrop Ferry Line, and of course, all things nautical. But you didn't have to be a sailor to appreciate the festivities, which featured musical performances, a historical reenactment from the Lexington Minutemen, and so much more. Let's tune into some of those performances.
Once you get on stage for the first time, children, listen up. You're gonna want to keep getting on stage. So when I was 17 years old, I stood in line in the pouring rain for 18 hours at Gillette Stadium and had 15 seconds to try out for American Idol. Listen, baby, this is what I sang. And if you guys want to sing it with me, you can pretend you're trying out for Simon, Randy, and Paula Abdul as well. What do you think? Hi, Bear! Listen, baby, ain't no mountain high, ain't no valley low, ain't no river wide, baby. If you leave me calling, no matter where you are, no matter how far, don't worry, baby, just call out my name. I'm there in a hurry, you don't have to worry, 'cause baby, there ain't nobody high enough, ain't nobody low enough, ain't no river wide enough to keep me from getting to you, baby. Remember the day I set you free, told me you would always count on me, darling. That day, oh, I'm begging you back. I'll be there when you want me, somewhere, somewhere. Baby, there ain't nobody high enough, ain't nobody low enough, ain't no river wide enough. Hold on, darling. No, ain't no can't stop me, baby.
Company will fire. Find the numbers. Half popcorn. Pilot. Open hand. Handle cartridge. Prime.
Is that Mary?
Shut hand. Stop.
Oh, my God,
Cartridge.
it's my friend Mary.
Company, make ready. Present. Elevate. Fire. Half popcorn. File up. Shut hand. Shoulder your. File up. Company, prime and load. Elevate.
We all have the honor of portraying someone that fought that morning, and to honor them, we'll introduce ourselves.
Good morning. I have the honor of playing Corporal John Monroe, whose family, almost entire family, was in the Lexington Minutemen. So I think one thing to add to the captain's comments, this was a war where when folks marched off, they marched off as families, and many of the members of the Monroe family suffered during that battle.
Good afternoon. I portray John Chandler Jr. He was 16 years old in April 1775. He fought alongside his father in the battle, and he married, and together with his wife, Margaret Mack of Salem, they had 10 children. And you can trace John Chandler Jr.'s lineage, his family, all up to and just slightly beyond the Civil War.
Hello, my name is Bruce Leader, and I portray Thaddeus Bowman. Thaddeus Bowman was one of the older men on the green that day. He was in his 60s. He was also the last scout that Captain Parker sent out via horseback to find the regular column, and the only one to return and give Captain Parker the warning that the regulars were coming. Thaddeus Bowman was also the captain of the militia during the 1760s.
Hello, I portray Sylvanus Wood of Woburn, who captured the first British soldier of the war, and later served in the Continental Army.
I portray Jonathan Loring. He lived to be 99 years old.
I portray Joshua Reed Sr. I'm the father of Joshua Reed Jr., who's holding our guidon over there. We both fought together on the green. Thank you.
Okay, hello. I portray Simon Winship, a prisoner of the British, and I guess you could say he was the first prisoner of war. I mean, the first POW in American history. Thank you.
And finally, none of these events would be possible if not for some of our city's most prolific founding members, the Adamses. Recently, a group of city and community leaders spoke in honor of John Quincy Adams's life and legacy, marking the annual wreath-laying ceremony at United First Parish Church, where he and his family have been laid to rest.
In this afternoon, may we open our hearts and our minds to remember the life and the legacy of this great man. May we open our hearts and our minds to be aware of the children in this city, in this Commonwealth, in this country, who are curious and courageous, bold and afraid, looking at all of the unknowns and possibilities in this present moment.
He was a remarkable American, and his funeral was the biggest funeral with great pomp and circumstance that had been seen in this country until Abraham Lincoln. And I'd like to just read a quote by one of his political opponents when he died. Wherever his presence could give aid and countenance to what was useful and honorable to man, there he was. Where could death have found him but at the post of duty?
Today we celebrate John Quincy Adams's legacy with a presidential wreath and our presence being here. A fitting tribute, of course, yes it is, but is it enough? Not for John Quincy. He was shaped profoundly by his mother, Abigail, who often was left to raise him and her family alone as a single parent while her husband was dedicated to public service, not only in Philadelphia, but in Europe. Her determination, intellect, and dedication to education fueled his own lifelong devotion to learning, public service, and doing what was right.
John Quincy Adams's life was never quite his own. From a young age, he was taught by his parents that he owed much to his country and that he must live his life in noble service of it. In his diaries, sometimes he laments the demands on his time, leaving little for the pursuit of his personal interests, poetry, the sciences, and the more intellectual explorations of the world. But true to his family's values, Adams never abandoned public life. His wife, Louisa Catherine, correctly assessed that his personal character would never truly allow him to retire, that he would always feel an obligation to throw himself back into the fray. It caused him great amounts of emotional and mental misery at times, but every single time that Adams reached a juncture where anyone would agree that he had done enough, that he had fulfilled his duties, that he could rest, every time, Adams willingly jumped back into the grueling work of public service.
Gracious God, as we remember John Quincy Adams on his birthday, as we stand here in the presence of his mortal remains. May we remember his spirit and embody that spirit in our lives so that his memory might be a blessing. Amen.
And that's all for this month's edition of Quincy in Focus. Thank you for tuning in and supporting QATV. If you or someone you know would like to get in touch with QATV or would like to become a member, please visit our website at qatv.org or give us a call at 617-376-1440. This has been Kim Merrifield with Quincy in Focus, and thanks again for watching. Till next time, bye for now.